Are we live? I'm checking if we are live. Oh my God, we are live! Good morning, everybody. Welcome to StarEast, the official first day for the conference here at the Rosen Center in Orlando, Florida. It's an early morning. We are starting here, local time, it's 7:30 a.m. And we are just starting the day here in the Rosen Center Hotel, where this looks kind of empty, right? Well, we're in a different corner from the place because the place is huge. This hotel, or set of hotels, because it's the Rosen neighborhood somewhat. This is the Rosen Center. There's a Rosen Hotel connected here. There's a Rosen Inn, I think it's the other one. There are several. But the point, this is a huge place, beautiful and awesome, where you are going to be able to have lots of adventures here at the StarEast conference. And where's the conference? What's happening? What's going on? So we're at a corner of the Rosen Center where I wanted to show you what could be the experience when you are getting closer or getting into the area where the conference is being celebrated, because it's a celebration. So why don't we move on and get closer to the area where all the event is happening. As you can see, there are lots of seats. If you want to hang around with your friends, with your new friends, your new tester community, with the presenters, the industry experts that are going to be presenting and talking, and that gave tutorials before in this place. These are beautiful locations where you can do all sorts of those things. And as well, remember, this is not the first day of the conference. I mean, it's the first official conference day. But the StarEast event has been going on since last Sunday, where they started with some classes, they started with some tutorials, and all of that was going on since Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So today, we don't have classes, we don't have tutorials, but what do we have? If we turn around, you will see here the registration desk, where when you get into the conference, you'll be able to type in your information in these devices, get your name, get your tag printed, and then you will be able to do something cooler. So let me show you a little bit how the situation is here. You get to these little devices, you click check-in, it's early in the morning, you just arrived at the conference, and you will be welcomed by these awesome people, part of the staff. You type here, you put your name, Leandro, and here I am. I already checked in, so it already told me, but if I hadn't already, it would give me the option to print my badge. This little printer back here in the end, behind, will print all the information about you so that you can roam around this area. Because there are some sections that you might not be allowed to get in if you are not showing that you are part of the event. So beware. Now, another cool detail, if we get over here, is that you can see I have some special tags. You will get special tags after that you can paste under your badge, so that you can show what have you been doing, if you are a speaker, if you have been before as an alumni. We get the staff one because we're gonna get you into special places, special locations, but there are some other cool ones that you can get. My boss says I don't listen, I think. Some silly phrases, come to the dark side, we've got cookies. What else do we have here? Selectively social. This is important if you kind of are not into too much overwhelming action. And there are all sorts of funny sayings. What else do we have here? Seemed like a good idea at the time. Yeah, what were you doing at the time? So many other things. And those are not the only ones. If you go to the other tables, you will get different. I'm a little cooler. The A team, if anyone coming from Canada, But right, camera guy? We have in the camera our amigo Antonio. Antonio, I'm gonna put the microphone behind the camera. How do you finish your sentences back there in Canada?
Yay.
Okay, yay? That was okay? So, you can also put a lot of the stickers on your badge, under your badge. Some people here like to put them all and try to have the longest thing hanging around, and it's not practical, but some people like it. When I tried it, the year that I tried that, so many times I ended up putting it inside of the soup and having all sorts of interesting situations, but not this time. Trying to keep it short, efficient, and easy. Now, when you get here, you will also get some gifts and welcome situations. As a start, you are going to get an open text bag, which this tote bag is not empty. It has inside your program, what is going to be happening during the day. You will get some stickers, keep your hands clean, the disinfectant gel, couple of awesome pens, and not only that, you will get a sides of your bag or inside of your bag, you will get an umbrella or a wireless charger. These ones fly quickly, so try to get here early and you will be able to get one. And of course, you will get a t-shirt, you will tell your size, a t-shirt from the sponsors of every year. Well, StarEast, the sponsor? No. You have to look in the back. This time we have our friends at Globant who are sponsoring the event this year, and you will get a t-shirt. So very useful. Lots of mementos and details that will help you remember the awesome experience that you had here at the conference. Now, speaking of the experience, let's do a quick readout of what is going to be the adventure today. But since I don't want to be just standing up here and telling you about everything that is going to happen, I think I stole someone's itinerary. We'll give it back in a moment. And if we don't, there are more there. So, if we move over here, right in front of the registration desk, you have the entrance to the expo. We are going to have a couple of streams, one later today, where we are going to be running around the expo trying to get our passport stamped. Passport? Yes, inside of those bags, one of the piece of papers that you are going to get is a passport, in which you can get stamps for each one of the sponsors. The sponsors, all of them have funny stamps, like if I remember, there's one with a mustache. Yeah, I love that one. And they have like a puppy and like a happy face and many different things, which they will be putting on your passport. And after you are done with the passport, you put it in a raffle thing, these things that you spin around so that they pull out one of the tickets. And you will win lots of awesome prizes if you are here. Now, as well, aside of the tour here on the exhibition center, we will be participating. We are going to be running around trying to get as many stamps as possible, as fast as possible, so that we get into the contest, and hopefully we will win something. If anyone wants to claim that something, leave a text, leave a comment, give us some messages at the bottom of the chat box that you will see here, and let's see what can we work around. Who are the sponsors, by the way? So here you can see some of the exhibitors. First, let's go to the premier sponsor, which we have here, Tricentis, who, if I remember well, almost all of the years has been like the biggest sponsor and helper to the event. We have the platinum sponsors, Blink.io, Globant, Hexaware, OpenText, Perforce, Quality Professionals, and Test.io. Platinum sponsors, they are the ones that are sponsoring also some of the situations, some of the gifts. As you said, that Globant is giving the t-shirts, someone else is giving the tote bags, and so on. We have as well the gold sponsors, AxelQ, ABO, Burlasoft. I'm going to be pronouncing weird some of these, but CloudBees, Coveros, Inflectra, New Vision, Mabo, Keysight, Softtek, and SoFi. I'm happy to see Softtek here, friends from Mexico. Yay, Poder Mexicano. We have a silver sponsor, Marathon, and several bronze sponsors. Checkpoint Technologies, DatProf, Catalon, Keysight, Coviton, Lambda Test, PractiTest, QA Bolt, Case, QT Group, Query Search, TTE Staffing, Changing Technologies, TestWheel, UBS Heiner, and Value Labs. Oh my God, there are so many sponsors. And it's going to get interesting to run around all of the passport stamps and get them all. Trust me, it gets super, super interesting, and it gets slightly challenging, but we will do our best. And on this side as well, you get a little bit of information because the exhibition center is not open forever. No, no, no. It's not like we are here since 7:30 a.m., describing, welcoming people, and helping everything to flow smoothly. No. The Expo Center will be open this Wednesday from 10:30 to 2 p.m. because at 2 p.m. to 3:30 it's closed. I believe it's they will be working out some things for the raffle, the passport thing, and everything that is going to be happening. They will be welcoming people again from 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. But from 5:30 to 6:30, check your clocks, stay tuned, because that's when we are going to be running around getting our stamps on our passports. And on Thursday, it's a shorter day because, well, by the end of Thursday, people start to leave and everybody has to fly back home and we have planes to catch. So the Expo Center is open only from 10:15 to 3 p.m. Tomorrow, Thursday, stay tuned because at 10:15, we're going to start our Expo Center tour so that you can learn a little bit about some of the sponsors, what do they do, what makes them special, and what's the deal with them. Stay tuned because we have several things happening today and tomorrow. Here on the live screams. I'm not gonna be screaming that much, I promise. Just crying a little, but that's another story. And speaking of today and the streams, stay tuned, be prepared, because later today we have the Modern Performance Panel. We are going to be inviting awesome performance engineers that are present here at the conference, and we will sit them all together, and you will have the opportunity to slam them with all your questions. There's going to be a Slido code that you can access and send all your questions. So please, don't forget, send your questions to the Slido code that earlier this week, yeah, I think it was last Friday. Take a look on the post that is on my Instagram and on my LinkedIn if you want. There we have the Slido code. I'm trying to get it for you. I thought I had it at hand, but I cannot find it now. And it's loading. Yeah, why not? It's loading. Take a look at that code. It's on the calendar. I promise, I'll post it later. I cannot find it. I thought that I had it with me. Okay, I think it's this one. You might be saying, like, do something, you're getting boring and nothing is really flowing. Yeah, take a look at the calendar. I cannot get it right now and I don't want to leave you hanging. Later today, I will post that code on LinkedIn and Instagram so that you can access. You can, if you find the code right now, start submitting your questions. You will be able to submit questions to all of the performance testing panel so that you can get finally a clarification of what are any of your performance testing concerns, questions, wonderings, ponderings, and many more things. But what's the plan for today? Why don't we go to one of these cool and fancy areas that we can sit and read you what's going to be the adventure for the day, because yes, there's a lot of things that are going to be happening here. And as I told you, this is a very beautiful area, fancy seats, fancy couches, where I just found a spot where we can just chill with a beautiful picture behind. Oh, wow, this is fluffier than I expected. Nice. Okay, so for the day, in this booklet, you are going to be able to find what are the activities, not for the day, for the whole event. So in this, on the first pages, you will find what is the adventure since Sunday, right? These ones are not usually like with bended pages and stuff like that, but I mean, I just stole it from someone. We'll give it back. So you have the activities of Monday and Tuesday, which were classes and tutorials, mainly classes and tutorials, nothing of the presentation day, which today is a conference day full of presentations, full of keynotes, and full of adventures, panels, learnings. There are a few sponsored sessions that some of the sponsors are presenting you if you want to join and watch what's the deal with their tools, their technologies, their methodologies, whatever cool things that they are bringing up, you'll be able to find them. Speaking of those talks, the sponsor talks, the industry insights, if you are on the platform of the conference, you can watch them for free. So if you're tuning in LinkedIn, in where else are we streaming? And YouTube, on the Señor Performo channels, you can go to the StarEast conference page, register, access the platform for free. If you have no budget to pay for like a full ticket and you want to experience everything, there's an online alternative where things are being streamed for free. And as well, you will be able to see this adventure, this talking and babbling that I'm doing to show what is the deal. So today, there was something funny that we were kind of wondering and not making fun, but we were like, really? I don't know. I've never been able to do it. I kind of would like to, because when the conference starts at 6:45 a.m., you will, 6:45, that early? Yeah, well, many people really like to be up early, and you can come to the morning yoga. There's an area here at the hotel, because it's a beautiful, huge hotel, where you can go and enjoy some yoga and get to the conference all stretched or rested. I think I should have done some yoga, because my neck feels funny. No, I'm not joking. It's so much excitement that presenting tutorials. I presented a tutorial on Monday, and yeah, that took a bit. After the yoga session, you can show up here at 7 a.m. Yeah, we were here since 7 a.m. preparing things and getting things wrapped up, because people start showing even from that time, and you can start getting your badge. You know, we showed you how can you get your badge, how to press on the screen, print it, get labels on it, get your bag, get your t-shirt, and be done with that. Once you are done with that, you'll be able to access the breakfast sponsored by Mabel. Remember that I told you some of the sponsors are bringing up the bags, the t-shirts, some others the breakfast, some others the drinks, so it's like a collaboration situation. On the breakfast, we're gonna get there in a moment so that you know what they are offering. The food is always yummy and somewhat varied. We'll get there in a moment. I hope you are not hungry, because that will make you hungry for sure. After the breakfast, which usually runs from 7:30 to 8:30, at 8:30 a.m., the first keynote starts. Today's first keynote is, Oops, I Did It Again, how to get AI and agents to stop being weird and actually be useful in your business. It's a mouthful, presented by Donna Sarkar from Microsoft. If you haven't followed up with Donna, do it. She's a conference speaker that you can find there all over the world, like crazy. I really admire how much she goes over places and is jumping around. She's talking a lot about AI. I remember I met her like 2 years ago, and she was already talking about Copilot, the capacities, all the awesome things that you could do with those technologies. She was talking about AI before AI was cool, and all those things. So it sounds pretty great. Now, on the keynote 2, we have a special presentation because the original presenter had to pull out, and we had to do a switch. So whatever you see on the calendar, that's not the keynote that we are going to have, because we have Melissa Venua, who is going to be talking about Vive coding and Vive testing. Ain't that cool? She has been blowing everybody's minds, because she also presented a tutorial about this, where you can do some Vive testing, Vive coding, Vive automating. It's crazy. It's impressive. So as well, do not miss it, because those two keynotes are going to be live streamed on the StarEast platform, so that you can watch them for free. What are you waiting for? Don't miss them. The first at 8:30 a.m., so it will start in about 40 minutes. And even in this stream, we will try to stop a little bit earlier so that you get a chance to quickly switch streams, get out of your room, go to the bathroom, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy the keynotes. But after the keynotes, we will have a short networking break at the exhibition center, which is sponsored by Birlasoft. So you know, every company, every organization is sponsoring something. Now, from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 a.m., we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, actually, it's 8 concurrent sessions. 8. When you come here, the choice is always a tough choice between, not in between A and B. C, D, E, F, blah, 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 blah. You have several possibilities out of which you can choose from. So in that time frame, we have the first session where we have AI, ML, SDET, a title change or a new role from Kevin Piles. Sounds really interesting, because the acronyms at the beginning can be a little bit confusing. On the next parallel session, we have the building a QA team role from the ground up, from Stephanie McSwain. As well, we have revolutionizing API quality assurance with contract testing and error code analysis from Chintan Pandya. I hope I'm saying the names right. I always butcher them. I do my best. One day I'm going to be able to pronounce all of those as correct as possible, but we keep trying. Moving on. We have as well SQL Server indexing strategies using Query Store for improved performance in retrieving data from Navia Alapati. Performance, you know, you have my heart with that talk right away, performance. SQL performance, that's a talk or a topic that I haven't heard in a while. And I'm really happy that people still care about your databases and improving your queries performance. You won't believe how many QA issues pop up from those situations, so stay tuned. Now, we have as well Path to Becoming a Test Automation Engineer Rockstar from our amigo Lee Barnes. Lee Barnes is also a performance engineer. He's very good at it. And becoming an engineer rockstar from an test engineer rockstar, I think it's a very good one. Stay tuned, because tomorrow on Thursday, in the morning, we're going to have some time with Lee Barnes so that we can learn more about his presentation and figure out what do we need to become rock stars, right? Now, as well, we have exploratory testing superpowers, unleashing your inner Batman. And Batman, I love that one. So you will be able to say after that presentation, I'm Batman. So from Dan Riley? Sorry, Dan. We will ask how to pronounce the name right. So those were the presentations, standard presentations. We have 2 industry insights. Again, these 2 presentations are streamed on the platform, are sponsored, so you can get access to them right away on the conference platform. Log in, get your credentials, get to StarEast page, and you will be able to watch these presentations. First, we have Meet Your Own ChatGPT for Test Automation from Josely Andrades. I don't know how to pronounce. Sounds very Latin American last name, but I'm not sure. I need to ask a friend Josely, because I've known him for a few years and I don't really know how to pronounce his last name. Good, Senor Performo, good. Okay, let's keep moving. We have another of the Industry Insight, the sponsored presentations, the last of this block. So Just the first block, oh my God, right? We have AI assurance, agentic AI with computer use automation agents from Jonathan Wright. Oh yeah, our amigo Jonathan. By the way, stay tuned. We have a surprise tomorrow where Jonathan is going to be one of the many faces that we are trying to have for you tomorrow afternoon. Stay tuned because we have a grand slam of testers, super names, super industry and thought leaders that are going to be available for you to ask whatever you want. Almost whatever. Try to keep it on QA. Try. But that's the first block. That is going to happen today from 11:30 to 12:30. But at 12:30, we will take a little break, we'll get some lunch, we'll get replenished, probably some more coffee because coffee is always needed. But after the lunch, we're having another block. Get ready because here's where I hear your friend, Señor Performo, is gonna be having more action for you. Remember that I said earlier, you'll be able to send questions in this block. So on the first talk of that block, we have, is your playbook for generative AI in test automation on point? That's from the amigo Julio de Lima. Awesome presenter, super famous in Brazil. Very good talk. And yes, another on AI. Everybody wants to know what's the deal with AI on these days, right? We have as well, how to hire the best quality engineers from George Andraus, amigo George. I did my best. As well, we have another performance testing at the same time as the performance testing panel. Isn't it crazy? Expanding your testing scope, take two. Expanding your testing scope, thinking beyond system health, from Todd Golding from Amazon Web Services. So performance is also about the health of the system, you know? It's not only response times. Is my system alive? That's also part of performance. Don't forget it. We have also let me switch hands, the myth of the golden test database, why it doesn't work and what to do instead, from Linda Hayes. So yeah, databases are always test data, oh my God. Always so many issues. And as well, one of the sessions, this one is not a sponsor session, but is available on the StarEast platform, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube, where we have the performance assurance and SRE panel. We are going to be getting several awesome performers on the chairs so that you can ask your questions. Check the itinerary for the streams that I shared earlier these days. Look for the Feedloop Slido link, the code that you need to access, and send all the questions that you want us to debate, to answer, any performance situation that you always wanted to know. Make sure to send it to us during the day. You don't have to wait for the panel to start. You can just, right now, find the code and start submitting your questions, performance questions. I will get you the best performance engineers in the place so that they can answer them. So those were the regular tracks. We also have, oh my God, we have 3 more tracks, so we have 9. Oh, you will get so many talks for free. These ones are for free and on the platform, remember. First, we have Gen AI is reshaping software testing, trends, ROI, technology, and organizational changes. All that from Sapnesh Naik. I hope I said it well. We have asked as well, AI-assisted testing using GitHub Copilot and other tools to accelerate QA from Jeffrey Payne. And last, we have enhancing QA efficiency with Cloud Bees from Sunil Mavadia. Last names, right? And those 3, remember, are free and open and available for you. And that was the last of the 1:30 block. You have so much to choose. Do you want to watch us at the panel? Do you want to watch the sponsor talks? You can do it for free. All of those available, gratis. Come and watch us. After that track, we have another track at 2:45 p.m. where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 as well for you to choose. Oh my God. So much fun, so much knowledge happening here. So we have first, from vision to velocity, accelerating agile testing with generative AI from Philip Day. I think that this one sounds a little bit familiar from earlier ones, but they always bring something new and different so that you can expand your knowledge. Everything is getting AI, and why not agile? So check it out. We have as well elevating test leadership strategies for effective team management and career growth from Srinivas Rao. After that, we have, not after that, at the same time, yeah, brain fart, sorry. Uh, Test strategy roadmap for moving from SAP ECC to S4 HANA from Linda Hayes. Yeah, those movings to SAP HANA were always interesting. I have some war stories from that, but you will learn more in that talk, most probably. Now we have another performance testing talk. Yes, yes, more performance, please. The title is Accelerating Performance Test Design with GitHub Copilot from Kavin Arvind Ragavan. Sorry, Kavin. So test design with Copilot for performance is something that as well super important. It's a great tool if you know how to leverage it. I'm sure that it's going to be explained how can you pull that off. And if you integrate it in your work process, it's going to be incredible. We have as well another one that I'm looking forward, Test Machina, demystifying AI-driven testing agents from our amigo Tariq King. Yes, Tariq's presentations are always packed. He's a rock star, awesome presenter, worldwide demanded, and everybody wants him to be on stage. Don't miss it. We have as well, last of the private ones, enabling a DevOps culture with embedded systems from Lisette Sunon. No, I know that Lisette didn't make it. You know, with the recent immigration situations, she couldn't renew the passport. So I'm sure that or we have a new presenter in that time slot, or probably that time slot is open. So beware. Lisette couldn't make it, and well, that one is going to be an open spot. And last, we have another 3 tracks for the sponsor tracks, the industry insights. First, we have The Future of Testing in DevOps is Here from Don Jackson. As well, we have Hype to ROI, How AI-Powered Test Design Drives Business Value from John White. And the last one, QA Transformation Simplified, Your Playbook to Success from Saksham Sarode. Those are the 9 presentations that you are going to have to choose in between them and attend and get insights, knowledge, entertainment, and so many things. That one was from 2:45 to 3:45. At 3:45, we have the networking break where you can go inside of the Expo Center as well, talk to more people, get your passports stamped. During the day, get them stamped, don't miss it. But after that, we are going to have, because there's the raffle and everything, we are going to have at 4:15 a keynote, the closing keynote. But this year, there's a difference with the keynote. The closing keynote today is going to be a panel. The panel is named Revolutionizing Test Automation, the Impact of Generative AI on Quality Engineering from Adam Auerbach. Adam is going to bring several experts on quality engineering, on AI, and mix them all together to have a super entertaining and interesting panel where they will be discussing all these topics and getting crazy. AI crazy, yeah. Well, if we weren't already very AI crazy, well, it's gonna get better. And after that keynote panel, we're going to have the networking event, as I mentioned. At the end of the day, we're going to have a walk around. There's more networking. There are going to be prizes. There's going to be the raffle, some drinks, some fun, dinner. They always have awesome things for dinner here, where you will pretty much have a blast. And that's the schedule of adventures for the day in the conference. If you're watching us here in the stream, enough of the conference, I can now stand up so that, oh, yeah, I should have done some yoga in the morning, seriously. During the day, that's not the only thing that is going to happen. If you're watching these streams, you can as well have some fun because we're going to have an interview with Julie Gardiner. You know her from the test lab. Well, finally, after several years that we have been coming to StarEast, I have an opportunity to talk to her and bring her insights, her story, and what does she do here at the STAR conference later today, like in a little bit over an hour. Stay tuned because we'll have an interview with Julie. After Julie, we have another interview with our friend Tariq King, where, well, we'll try to ask him all those AI questions that he has been preaching all over the world. Now, after Tariq King, we have our friend from the keynote, Adam Auerbach, who is going to be talking about the news, what are the plans for that panel, and what is going to happen over the next day. After that, we are going to have our amiga from Mexico, yay, QA Minds, Blanca Moreno, or Blanca Moreno. She's going to get a little bit off when I present her that way. But we're going to find out what's the deal with Blanca, what's the deal with her community, what's the deal with her talk, and many more things. So stay tuned. In the afternoon, Florida time, we will have an opportunity to talk to her. And if habla español, well, we're going to stream as well a special QA Minds episode from the community that Blanca has from here at the conference. We're going to have several testers en español, perdón, sorry, it's going to be español. So if you want to tune your Spanish and learn more about QA and conferences, stay tuned because the QA Minds event is going to happen later today. After that, of course, we're going to be running around the Expo Center, stamping our passport and trying to win a pretty prize from the sponsors. Usually they bring headphones, they bring Lego sets, they bring speakers, music speakers. Not, you cannot keep a presenter, a speaker from the conference. No, that's not the deal. And that will be the adventure for the day. But that's not it. That's not all. There's more. But wait, there's more. Let's go and look around here in the conference area, because here at the conference, you will have the opportunity to as well talk to speakers, talk to the presenters, and have a blast with the people. Let's give back this thing that I stole, because I stole your paper, but I'm setting it back. Yeah, you gotta keep things honest, right? Here, again, you see all the registration area where the people are going to be showing up. Later today, as I mentioned, we are going to be having some conversations with the presenters, with Julie, with Tariq, with Adam, with Blanca. Here, our spot is going to be, we're going to shift things around so it looks prettier, but you will see us here. If you're here at the conference and you're walking around, probably you will see this mustache sitting here, talking to someone and gathering some cool information for whoever is attending. Now, if we keep moving on, of course, probably you remember from yesterday, we were streaming the activities out there that we were having all the adventures from the reception, having some drinks, having some pizza. But speaking of pizza, here we were standing. That's the automation lab, the QA lab. Here you have, again, Julie Gardiner and Chris Loader, who host here the lab, will have you thinking, wondering, trying to solve QA problems, mental problems, and many other puzzles and games that, of course, you'll get a blast. You don't want to miss it. If you are at the STAR conference, please, please, please come and show up here at the lab, because I promise everybody that comes here has a blast. Now, let's go inside, because I promise you, I was going to show you the breakfast, the food, everything that we are going to be able to enjoy when we are here at a STAR conference. So let's keep moving. Here you can tell, you will find these signs all over the place. Some of them will indicate what is the room, what is the talk happening, or if it's a keynote. This is the most important, the breakfast. You will, when you see the sign, find the door nearby, and you will be able to get some action. I think that we're having a little bit of an issue. Give me just a second, because, no, the situation here with the camera, I think it's this, and, okay, we have another problem that we will have to fix in a moment. But it's okay, we can keep the show rolling. Let's get inside, look at this. Oh my God, there's so much noise. Everybody is here already enjoying the breakfast. They are having so much fun. You can tell, as far as the site reaches, there's people networking, talking, having a good time, sharing about what are their expectations, how did they do on the tutorials if they had that situation, and many, many more things. You can come here, enjoy some food, enjoy some people, and share your stories. But what are you going to be getting? What's going to be the deal? Let's see. There at the corner, you saw some coffee pots. You saw that you can get tea, coffee, hot water, milk, whatever you want. There's hot chocolate, I believe, as well. But here is where the food is. You can tell how far this place is. It's quite amazing, right? We have so much possibilities. So first, you have some fruit here that you can grab. Where can we see the fruit? Okay, there's less movement, and I don't want to interrupt people having their breakfast. Some pineapple, some strawberries, grapes, melon, watermelon, blueberries. Actually, I'm gonna misbehave a little bit. I see a little blueberry here. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Very yummy. We have some sweet bread, muffins. I think this is stuffed with blueberries. I like blueberries, have you noticed? Jam, Nutella, whatever you want to put on the sweet bread, suit yourself. We have Lyonnaise potatoes. I didn't even know that they were named that way, but they are really good. We had a little bit of those earlier. We have fluffy scrambled eggs, turkey sausage, the almighty crisp applewood smoked bacon, because who doesn't like bacon? We have ketchup, salsas, and many more things. As you can tell, everybody's refilling constantly. You have cranberry juice, orange juice, grapefruit juice, everything that you can think of to start your day awesome and full of energy. And that's it. This is a breakfast area. All of our friends happily bringing more food. And if we turn around, you will see that in front of the breakfast area, the expo center. Yes, everybody's getting ready, is setting up on the expo center, because later we're gonna have some adventures here. They are setting up, that's why it's not open yet. Remember, we saw the times that where they're gonna be open. Stay tuned, because we are gonna be coming back here. Why don't we move on to one of the last steps, because I don't want to extend this too much. Remember, the keynote is happening soon. We're going to have some adventures in any moment now. But there's a last element that I want to show you so that you get a better taste of what is going to be the action here at the StarEast Conference 2025, streaming live from Orlando, Florida. If you cannot visit this year, it always happens here, and you will get a blast of all the activities that you can do here. Do you see these tables? Here we have some tables set up here out on the hallway, because there's another part of the event that you always get a blast. You can get a speaker one-to-one, and you'll be able to share and come and talk to the speakers. share some time and directly say like, hey, how do you feel? Who are you? What are you thinking? We have Philip Day. The 11:15 block is already taken. You can still come and talk at 11 a.m. We have our amigo from Mexico, Rami Loaiza. He's already taken for 11, but at 11:15, you can come and talk a little bit to him. We have Maxine Thompson, who is already fully taken. See, if you don't hurry, if you don't come here early, you will miss your opportunity. We have our friend Akash Singhal. 4 blocks of time. He's super generous with his time, and no one has taken time, so hurry up. There's still some time available. Our amiga Jana Leffler, she has 2 blocks available, 2 are taken. Hurry up. 1:30 p.m. and 1:45 p.m. You can talk to her. And last but not least, we have George Andros. He's taken. Sorry. You didn't hurry. You need to come here early. Seriously, if you're here at the conference, you can come and book some time. Be super early. Try to be at the very first time of the day so that you can have a little conversation with our friends. I think I know what is the situation with the camera now that I'm seeing it. Let's try to quickly fix it before we end up this event. No, it's another situation. Okay. Well, anyway, we're about to be done. So I wanted just to finish in a high note, fixing the camera, but yeah, we need to move it a little bit before we fix the situation. Nothing serious, it's just kind of, if you see me like dancing more than usual, that is the camera, not me. Well, I'm also dancing more than usual. The coffee is kicking in, I can feel it. So, this is the StarEast conference. We're just starting the show. We're just starting the day. Stay tuned because, as I told you earlier, we're going to have lots of adventures, lots of activity. It's a packed day. In a few minutes, we have our friend Julie. We're going to set up the interview stage. We have today the performance tutorial. Stay tuned because I'm going to post, if you cannot find the Slido code, send your questions, performance questions. Make the performance engineers that we will have in the panel suffer. Ask them the most interesting, difficult questions. Don't overwhelm with AI. Keep it on performance, but yes, if you need AI questions, be my guest. Stay tuned. The day is going to be busy, full of adventures. We're getting out now, and we are going to set up for the next streams. Thank you very much for attending this morning. This is Leandro Melendez, your amigo, Señor Performo. We're going to be tuning in later today. See you in a bit, and adios. Besos. Mwah. See you soon. Bye-bye. Dancing, dancing, because this is bouncing, and we are going to